At the ALS Association Minnesota chapter, we help people with amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, better known as Lou Gehrig's disease. Our service area includes the entire states of Minnesota, North Dakota, and Superior, Wisconsin. There are approximately 450 people with ALS living in our service area at any one time. On average, there are 2 people in Minnesota diagnosed with ALS each week. 1 person in North Dakota is diagnosed each month. Our mission is a simple one: to lead the fight to cure and treat ALS through global cutting-edge research and to empower people with Lou Gehrig's disease and their families to live fuller lives by providing them with compassionate care and support. We fulfill our mission through our programs and services offered at no charge to people with ALS and their families. The Herbig Singh Communication and Assistive Device Program allows individuals who have lost their ability to communicate due to ALS to borrow augmentative communication devices that are not covered by medical insurance. The program also provides electronic aids to daily living and computer access, so people with ALS can maintain independence as their disease progresses. The Jack Norton Family Respite Care Program provides short periods of respite from the stressful responsibility of providing around-the-clock care for a loved one living with ALS. The program is designed to provide support and encourage self-care for the primary family caregiver. The Durable Medical Equipment Loan Pool provides durable medical equipment for persons with ALS to help them maintain their independence and physical safety. ALS-specific support groups allow persons with ALS, their family, friends, and caregivers to connect with others experiencing the same journey. Some of the monthly support groups have educational speakers, and some break into separate groups, so the needs of all who attend can be addressed. In addition, there is a bereavement group for those who have lost a loved one to ALS. We also provide consultation and support, a newsletter, a lending library, advocacy, research updates, and a volunteer program. It's the volunteer program we want to talk with you about today. At the ALS Association, we understand that living with Lou Gehrig's disease makes managing daily tasks of living more challenging. Not only is life busier and more stressful, there is little to no free time to just enjoy being with your loved ones. The volunteer program is designed to free up time by offering volunteers who do daily tasks. Volunteers serve people with ALS and their family in these following jobs: house cleaning, running errands, gardening, maintenance, meals, pet care, snow removal, yard work, visiting, or other household chores. For many of us, it might be hard to understand why a person we don't know would want to help us. One might wonder what would motivate someone to volunteer. Many volunteers have been personally touched by ALS, and they know how terrible the disease is, and volunteering for a person with ALS enables them to do something positive in response to this disease. Some have been caregivers themselves and have a special empathy for those suffering from ALS.
My father had Lou Gehrig's disease and passed away in 2002, and I started by doing the Walk to Defeat ALS, and that was nice, and I met a few people, and then I looked into it further to do volunteer work, and there were so many different opportunities. When I saw the PALS program, I just thought that would be perfect for me. It was nice because I got to see their living environment and what they were like, and our similarities. I help clean their home about 3 hours a month. I do vacuuming, sweeping, dusting, dishes, garbage, bathrooms, toilets, showers, watering plants, just little things that are time consuming. I hope it makes a difference for them. I hope it just takes a little bit of load off of their daily stressors. I just think it's so important for families of ALS to look into the resources and realize what's out there, and this is a really good program.
It felt like connecting with an old family friend. I think having a volunteer come has been helpful, both physically as far as getting things done and allowing us to continue to spend time as a family and not be sort of constantly thinking about what needs to be done or how to take care of me. So they've helped on that physical level, but I think on a sort of emotional and even spiritual level, we just feel a bit humbled and grateful that somebody is willing to volunteer to help. I would say for people that are considering having a volunteer come, that it's certainly understandable to feel hesitant about having a stranger in your home or accepting help. Really, once, after the first 1 or 2 times that she was here, it became totally normal and totally comfortable for us.
Sometimes it's easier to have someone completely neutral come in. I think friends and family members are dealing with their own issues and with processing the fact that their loved one has ALS. I think they really want to help, but sometimes don't know the best way, and a volunteer from the ALS Association is completely neutral, and they're happy just to come and wash windows or prepare meals or whatever it is that they're going to do. Having the volunteer come in, even though she doesn't care directly for Scott, is helpful because she frees me up to do the things that I want to be doing for Scott or for our kids. So she can take out the trash and she can finish up the dishes and she can do cleaning and vacuuming, and that frees me up to be the spouse I want to be and be the mom I want to be to our kids.
Well, what motivated me was I know someone personally who has the disease, and so I understand how it affects people and their families and how devastating it can be, and so I just wanted to be there for other people.
Well, my father died of ALS, and I figured the experience of helping him and knowing about the disease might come in handy for someone else.
I was motivated because of the diagnosis and death of my sister with ALS.
I cleaned my pal's condominium every other week.
Cleaning up floors, bathrooms, vacuuming.
I do laundry, I do clean up the kitchen.
Raking of leaves to removal of snow.
I feel now that we're very good friends, and it's, we both get as much out of it as the other.
Volunteering both for the ALS Association and other places is a very big part of my life. It's very important to me to give back.
Being part of the cause is a benefit to me.
Oh, it's a very, very gratifying feeling to know that you have helped somebody.
It's kind of funny, the first couple that I volunteered for were very forward and said, we're not comfortable with this, we're not sure about letting people help us. And I said, I know you guys, I've talked to you for about a half an hour now, I know you'd be the first ones there if your neighbor needed you or if a family member needed you. And again, just encourage them to accept the help that I know they would gladly give to someone else.
Availability ranges from once a week to once a month. Since it can take several weeks to match a volunteer with a person with ALS or a family, it's best to request a volunteer early on. The volunteer program is one of our most rewarding services. Not only do people with ALS and their family get help, but so many of those who have been affected by this disease are able to give back. Before being placed, each volunteer completes a thorough screening process that includes an application, interview, orientation, reference checks, and a criminal background check to ensure safety. To request a volunteer or any of our services, please contact the ALS Association Minnesota chapter at 612-672-0484 or toll free at 888-672-0484 or visit our website at www.alsmn.org.